Hi, I'm Earl, and I've been around long enough to watch software development evolve from clunky command line days at DOS in the 1980s to today's complex web driven environments. Now, full stack development sounds like a superhero skill set. One person doing it all: front end, back end, deployment, you name it. But here's the thing: just because you can do it all doesn't mean you should. Back then, we didn't have a choice. PCs were considered toys by most professional developers who were busy working on mainframes and cranking out COBOL code for big enterprise systems. Meanwhile, we were working on those toys with no fancy setups, just creativity and a whole lot of constraints. My first real project was with a large insurance company. A third party had developed a system that could quickly quote policies using just two floppy disks. No hard drive, no frills. When I came on board, they had just upgraded to a 10 megabyte hard drive. We were working with 512K of memory. We had to be full stack developers because there was no one else. You had to manage hardware, software, and every inch of memory had to get anything working. There were no specialists. If you couldn't handle it all, nothing worked. But technology doesn't stand still. Suddenly, hard drives got bigger, and networks connected with those once isolated PCs. Now, data was shared, servers stored files, and entire companies relied on these systems. It became too complex for one person to handle every part of the stack effectively. That's when specialization kicked in. You needed back-end developers who focused on database management, front-end developers crafting user experiences, and network engineers keeping everything connected. No one could know it all anymore. So why is full-stack development back in style today? In today's terms, full stack means handling both the front end, the part users see, and the back end, the servers, APIs, databases, and infrastructure. A full stack developer designs interfaces, manages data, and keeps everything running. But here's where the cracks show. Most full stack developers lean more towards either the front end or the back end. They're like Swiss Army knives, versatile but not specialized tools. This works fine for startups or small teams where speed matters more than depth. So, when full stack development still makes sense. Full stack development still has its place. Small teams or startups with tight budgets, rapid prototyping, or building a minimum viable product, also MVP. Developers who lean toward one side but understand the big picture. At its core, this approach saves time and money up front. One person or a small team handles everything. Fewer hires, fewer meetings, and faster development cycles. But here's the trade-off. 1. Shallow expertise. You'll get working code faster, but it might lack depth in optimization, security, or scalability. Technical debt. Shortcuts to meeting deadlines often mean messy code that needs expensive rewrites later. Scaling problems. What works for a small app might fall apart under the weight of thousands or millions of users. Slowed innovation. Specialists push boundaries in their fields, while full-stack devs often don't have the time or depth to innovate in specific areas. Why specialization still matters in complex systems. There are industries where full stack simply doesn't cut it. Finance requires security, compliance, and specialized systems. Healthcare handles sensitive patient data under strict regulations. Aerospace needs precise, specialized coding for real-time systems. These industries avoid full stack because specialized skills ensure scalability, reliability, and security. Complex systems need a focused, dedicated team. Mistakes aren't just costly, they can be dangerous. So, final thoughts and my call to action. Full stack isn't a bad idea, but it isn't always the right idea. For quick solutions or small teams, it's invaluable. But if you're scaling a complex system or diving into industries with high stakes, specialization is still the gold standard. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you worked on a full stack project that went sideways or one that worked surprisingly well? Let me know in the comments. And if you want more real world takes like this, hit subscribe. Let's dive deeper together on the next episode of Earlsplaining.